Okay, this looks absolutely insane right now, but essentially today we're in the new update of Sprocket, and we're going to be building this thing that you can see right here, just a different way, I guess. At the minute, obviously, this is the cannon. The caliber is huge, so we can't really use that. The engine is too big for the hull. The tracks are too wonky, don't really know what's going on there, and we just need to redesign this. So essentially, we're going to be building a shielded tank, which has a big old shield like this one, with a stick like this, with the cannon mounted on the end, hopefully allowing us to destroy enemies from below. So, let's go ahead and design the tank, and get straight to this. Okay, so this is where we're going to start it from. Essentially, I've made a quite skinny hull so far. I've gone ahead and made very skinny tracks, which we are going to make thicker. So we're going to go ahead and increase this to 150, which might make them look insane, and it sort of does. But let's go ahead and lower this guy down. We'll lower this guy downwards a little bit. We obviously need the engine to be shoved in here. The gearbox for said engine needs to come in as well. And that's okay. Good so far. Okay, so this is where things get a little bit weird. We're going to go ahead and fill this in just like so. We're going to go to edges, and I'm actually going to split this a few times. So this one's going to get split here. Probably just to there. Good. So we're going to split it again to just in front of the steering wheel. We're going to split it again back here, just in front of the engine. And that's all a-okay. So, what are we going to do now? Well, I'm going to extrude each of these pieces upwards. Here we go, just like this. Very nice. That front piece is going to come backwards just like that. There we go. The rear bit, I guess, is going to come inwards a little bit as well. And there we go. It looks weird, but don't worry about it just yet. Let's go to faces. We're going to extrude those guys over the edges as well. Aha! And we're going to go ahead and grab this guy, and we're going to send it backwards. Oh, I guess this guy and this guy as well. Sure. Bam. Backwards. Awesome. That does mean we sort of need to do something down here, or we just need to move this guy upwards. I'll do it upwards. Okay. It looks weird so far, but don't worry about it. I actually kind of feel like all of this has been raised up a little bit too high, so actually, let's go to faces. We will grab each of these really quickly. There we go. Drop them down. Okay, so to like there. We're then going to be extruding this bit upwards even more. And also this centerpiece right here. So extrude, bring these guys upwards just like this. There we go. We're going to angle these guys backwards, of course. There we go. And then I guess this piece, I would like to angle it inwards, to be honest. Kind of like that. Yeah, I think that works. That is weird, though. Okay, so now it's time for the massive shield to go on the front. Don't know how this is going to go, really, but let's go ahead and see. So extrude this guy forwards, that's fine. Let's extrude it out to the sides, obviously, quite far, like this, and bring those backwards. We're then going to be extruding the top piece, of course, upwards like so, and also dragging it back over like this. There we go. So that's going to be our big old shield. We now need to go through all of these pieces, probably including the sides, the tops, and the bottoms, and we're going to be adding some thingamabobby to that. Some, thickness. There you go. So the thickness is going to be 250 millimeters. That's a very thick shield. Okay, so now the Uber shield has been added. I've also added some to here as well, because these guys are going to need it. I am going to go ahead and drag this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy backwards just a bit so that it fits in there correctly. Okay, now what do we need to do? Well, we need to add, like, hatches. We also need to add some viewports and stuff like that onto here, so that we can actually use it. So, driver's viewport obviously has to go there. We're going to have a commander's cupola thingamabobby mounted to the top, right here like this. And then we need to mount the rest of it on there as well. So I'll be back with you guys in a second, once we've added some stuff. Okay, so I've gone ahead and painted it. As you guys can see, it looks bizarre. It looks really, really weird. Anyway, I've added some engine stuff back here. We've got the coolant radiators on the sides. We've got the exhaust poking out the side. We have some stowages right here on the sides, ladders on the sides, fuel tank, which is huge, on the back, as well as a big old door right there as well. And obviously, you already seen the thingamabobby. We have some vents here as well. So, yeah, we added quite a bunch of stuff. Anyway, what we need to do now is try and get the guys that are going to run this thing into the interior. Let's do that. Okay, so first dude is actually already in there. He is going to be our driver, so we're going to just shove his feet forwards if we can. So select his foot, bring it forwards. and select his hand. We'll bring that backwards so it's actually touching the steering wheel, sort of. Same with this one. Bam. There we go. So this guy is going to be our driver. Realistically, right now, it should be able to move. Yeah, we need different gears, though, because currently the gears aren't great. Okay, so this is the speed that we have right here. It is not fast. It is not fast at all. But I think it should be able to do the job we need it to do. At least I hope so, anyway. Alright, so now what we need to do is actually go to additional structures. I want to attach this essentially onto there. I want to move this guy backwards and also upwards, I guess. I don't know how this is going to work. I don't even know if it will work. But let's go ahead and zoom this out to the end. So, extrude, yes. Let's turn this off. I want to go, I guess, downwards, but also upwards. There we go. I don't actually want it to be that far away, so let's do this. There we go. Yeah, that seems about right. I now need to add a cannon onto the end of that, pointing upwards, please. So kind of like this, but if we grab it and we rotate it, we can do that. There we go. Okay, move this guy to the edge like this, and that's it. That's kind of all I really need to do. We're then going to make the caliber 125 millimeters. Yes. Okay, that's still crazy, but it should still work. And then from there, propellant length, we can increase that as well to... I don't know. Let's go with 250, actually. 250. Awesome. Okay, so that should work. I don't know whether that merging with the ground is going to be a problem. Apparently not. Okay, good. So, we now need to actually get another guy in here, and I want him to sit pretty much where the steering wheel is. In fact, I need 2 of them. So, I need 2 of these guys in here like this. I want to move their feet upwards and forwards. And I guess down. Yep, there we go. I want to grab both of these, and I want to do this. And I want that to be correct, yeah. Okay. Right, so far... so good. Move them backwards, move them down. Okay. That's actually fine. Kind of. I need to then move this guy's head backwards as well. With his hands. There we go. And that's okay. Right, so that guy is fine. We then need to do a very similar thing with this man. To try and get the same thing out of this guy. Unfortunately, I'm really bad at clicking. There we go, there we go. Send that forwards, grab his feet, send them upwards. There we go. His whole head needs to go back over, and then his hands can come in and together a little bit. Okay, so one of these guys is going to be the loader, and the other guy is going to be the gunner. Okay, that's it, I think. Now all we need to do is get the rounds, which are actually quite large. We're going to shove them in here, just like this. Obviously, I'll need to move them inwards a little bit, just like so. And that's all good. Yes! Okay. We're then going to add some hatches on here as well, because I feel like we should. Let's go to hatches really quickly. This is going to be the way in and out for the guy in the driver's seat, and this is going to be the way in and out for the 2 guys down there. Alright, that's it. We're ready. Okay, here we go. I've upgraded the engine slightly, so that's good. And if we want to fire in 3, 2, 1, that also works. Good! Yes, we can also reload and fire again. So, how about we take this thing into an actual battle and see if we can win it? Unfortunately, we are coming at it from sort of the wrong side, but I'm assuming that we will not die. There's no way we can get destroyed in this vehicle, at least from the front. To be fair, on the sides, we are actually kind of vulnerable, and that is a problem. But we're going to try and make it not a problem by destroying them quicker. So just keep driving in. We're trying to destroy the big boy first, although that's probably a bad idea. We got a bunch of guys behind me. Let's do this. Come on. We just got to ram it under the side. Here we go. Fire! Okay, we shot into him. Unfortunately, I don't think that killed him. It did not. Okay, so we're going to drive over here. Okay, and we're going to chase this guy until we can blow him up. Actually, let's just wait here for a second. He's turning his turret round. We got 3 seconds till we can destroy him again. Put our... oh, we got killed. We got shot in the side. Also, my other tank, this guy right here, was just shooting in the sky as that was happening. This isn't really the battle that it should be participating in, but it is the battle that it's in, so we got to deal with that. Anyway, here's a guy. I think my cannon came out of the other side there. That wasn't great. Okay, so far this isn't going too well for my tractor mine, brother. But we'll see what happens here. Oh, never mind. Never mind, my loader's died. In fact, everybody's died. Yikes. Alright guys, so this is more what it's for, a 1v1 with a heavy tank. So that right there is a 54-ton tank. It is an absolute behemoth, and it is shooting at me quite a bit. It's hit me 3 times, I think, already. And it's gonna hit me again, and I did survive that. Anyway, it's designed to put the gun underneath the tank, just like so, and fire. Okay, we actually destroyed it in one shot there. That is amazing. Okay, does it work on other tanks, though? Alright, so that was far too easy, right? We only had 1 tank to go against. What if we had 2? These are both heavy tanks. I believe one's a Panther and the other one is, I think in-game it's an IS-122, which is a heavy Russian tank. Anyway, we're gonna shove our cannon underneath him. Okay, we didn't destroy him in one shot, but his engine is on fire. We've got the Panther up there on the hill. This guy is struggling now, which is good. We need to reload. I'm going to get very close to this guy, just so hopefully he doesn't kill me when he shoots. Oh my goodness, this is scary. Anyway, we're going to get next to him, and we're going to fire in... Oh, I don't know if I'm underneath him or not. 3, 2, 1. Okay, he's dead. Yes! Now we can actually move on to the next guy, and we can destroy him too. We just got to put our gun underneath and get him. Okay, we are exposing kind of like our lightly armored bit, which is our top end, but we're fine. Let's go ahead and ram it underneath. There we go. Reverse. Fire. Okay, did that do damage? It doesn't seem to have killed him, but he isn't firing back, so maybe that has damaged him enough. Let's ram it underneath him again. We get 10 seconds. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Fire! Okay, I think we've actually taken out his gunners. Now all we need to do is take out the driver, and then we're good. Although his gun is still moving. Maybe we took out his loader. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Boom! You can actually see where it came out there, look. You can see where the rounders came out the top end of the tank. Same with this bit right here. This is where the rounders exited out the top of the tank as well. I think he's dead, but like... Whoa! I hate that. When you go into photo mode, it really, really messes with things. Anyway, we'll take out the last guy at the front right here. And then I guess we'll take out someone else back there as well. But we got 6 seconds. That guy died easier than this thing. I wasn't expecting that. Alright, 3, 2, 1. There we go. He's dead as well. Okay, and now just the final guy in the turret, which I'm assuming is this side, I guess. 3, 2, 1, fire! There we go. Again, it is coming out of the same bit and hasn't actually killed him again. This is so weird. How is this happening? I also don't really know why he's not firing back. But anyway, we'll shoot his engine out. There we go. Okay, and now I'm happy with that. I don't know why he's still alive, but I'm happy with this. Okay, last round that I'm going to fire into him then. 3, 2, 1. Boom. There we go. Still hasn't died. I don't know. Everyone in there must be, like, balancing around these rounds. Because I've shot through there, look. Through here as well. We've shot through there as well. We've shot through the roof twice. In fact, 3 times. Another round went into that, and it's still alive. That's crazy. Okay, this is the last round now. There we go. That should have went through them. And in fact, if we have a little look on the inside, you'll see where the guys are actually sat. So there's a guy right here. There's a guy in the commander's spot as well. If we go to the front, there is a guy right here. So what we've done is taken out the guy that sits here. We've also taken out the guy that sits here on the machine gun. But I don't know where my gun is. So my gun is currently here. We shot up through. We went like through his legs. That's crazy. That is insane. Anyway, I am going to end this video here for now. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of this vehicle. And whether I should build another one like it, or if we should build something on the same hull as this, because I actually quite like it. Anyway, for now, thanks for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.